Well, Joe, through to the next round of the FA Youth Cup. What are your takes on that game?
Yeah, really pleased to get through. Probably relieved again, especially to do it through another penalty shootout. But I thought the boys for the 90 minutes generally were excellent, and we deserved to go through. Albeit we'd like to do it in 90 minutes and convert our possession and our dominance into more goals. But look, the mentality of the players is really good. So yeah, really pleased to get through. Felt we deserved it in the end. And looking forward to the draw.
Obviously, we saw you dominate large spells of that game, especially in that first half. How important was it to get that goal just before the break?
Yeah, well, look, it changes the whole dynamic. They obviously sat in really well organised, really compact, and I think it's probably the hardest thing to play against in football, sort of a low block. So it changes the whole dynamic. They have to be more open, they have to take more risks, and then that gives us more opportunities to potentially score a second. Unfortunately, our final touch pass wasn't quite there in and around the box. But yeah, the goal that Will scored, a fantastic finish, probably one of the few times we're able to cut through the middle of them, and it was a really good goal. So it helped shape things, but we were really conscious that we did need to try and get a second, because you're only one defensive slip-up set piece away from it being all level, and that's what happened.
And then obviously when you did lose possession, you looked to initiate a high press instantly. What was that? Was that the game plan? Yeah,
it was. I think I know Paulton quite well. I know the setup and the coaches. They're a really well-coached team. They try and play through the pitch, so we knew they would give us things to go after, and we felt that we'd be the fitter team. We've had time to prepare. We have little advantages like that, so we wanted to be aggressive. And I think for large parts it did work for us. We dropped off at the end, which is understandable because we got tired. But yeah, we wanted to try and nick it in the final third, particularly because when we did have the ball, they just surrendered possession and sat in. So we felt there'd be more spaces for us in the turnover around the box. So that was the idea. It got us some joy, but unfortunately not enough to kill the game in 90.
And then obviously we saw keeper substitution just before the penalty shootout. What was the thinking behind that one?
I've seen Mass save penalties at 𝗣cie𝘀𝘁 last season. I think in the County Cup he was a shootout hero. I've seen him in training. He's a really good goalkeeper. He's just come back from an injury, so it was great to have him involved, and probably also the psychology for us. He's local to here. Lives in 𝗣cie𝘀𝘁, so he knows a lot of the lads, and we felt that would give us a bit of an edge in the shootout, and it turned out like he's made a brilliant save for the first, and really unlucky not to save probably two others. So yeah, it was always in my mind to do if the game was approaching a stalemate like it was, and unfortunately it's paid off.
Brilliant. Cheers for your time.
Thank you.